the proposal. Please welcome Jason Turner.
When two people start dating or have been going out for a while, or maybe even been married, the question that is bound to come up sooner or later is, how did you guys meet? This evening, I'm going to be talking to you about the incredible story of how two people from Ohio met in California. Now you might be asking yourself, how did two people meet from Ohio in California? Okay, maybe not, but here goes anyway. I've lived all over, and when I graduated high school, I graduated in Cincinnati, Ohio. My wife, Kelly, her whole entire family is from Cleveland. Her dad took a chance with Ross, moved them to the Bay Area, San Francisco, and was out there about 6 months, and then got established, called for the rest of the family. They moved back out there. Her two brothers decided to stay in Cleveland, where the rest of her family is. When I was going to school, I was working in the Bay Area, going to school, building satellites for space. I had the most highly customized Lincoln Navigator you can imagine. It was, in fact, they used to know me as Navi Jake. Oh, there he goes. It had 7 TVs, PlayStation 2, in-dash DVD, lowered on 20s. That's when 20s were big, people. And strobe lights in the grill. Now, why is that important? Well, I used to take my vehicle to the Lincoln dealership in Fremont all the time, where Kelly's mom was the cashier/receptionist, and over the course of about a year, we got to know each other. Every time I'd go in there, she would tell me about her daughter. I would tell her, you know, these guys that were working on my vehicle, she'd always give me a hard time. They didn't get any work done on your truck. They were too busy watching TV. And that was kind of like our inside joke. So over time, you know, I used to tell her, you know, I'm tired of going to the clubs every night. I'd give it all up if I could. I just want to find the right girl. And it always seemed like she was trying to pawn her daughter off on me. You know, oh, you should meet my daughter. She's a great girl. And it just so happened that one of the times that I went in there, she said, my daughter Kelly is having her 21st birthday party. And she knew that I went out a lot and knew all the hot spots. I told her, sure, let me give you my phone number, let me give you my email. If she wants to call me, I'll tell her where to go, or we'll take her out, I'll show her, introduce her to all my friends. And she said she'd probably love that. In fact, you know, I always tell her about you and your extravagant truck, probably because she thought I was rich. Boy, was she wrong. I got an email from Kelly inviting me to her birthday party. It was me and my roommate decided we were going to go. I told him about it. He wasn't very fond of it. I said, well, you know, I've been talking to this lady's mom. I told her that we kind of commit. If we don't like it, we can go out afterward. We got there. We had a good time. Hung out. I gave her my phone number, and I said, you know, if you want to go out later, we're going to go out. And after that, we left. About an hour later, she calls me. Are you still going out? She was bored already. All of her friends had left. And in fact, we did go out that night, and we've been together ever since. But don't worry, that's not the end of the story. It does get better, I promise you. About 6 months, but wait, there's more. But after about 6 months, we knew that we didn't want to be living with my roommate or her parents. We decided we were going to buy a house. And to buy a house after being together 6 months, you know you're pretty committed. We bought a house out in Modesto, which is the Central Valley, right outside of the Bay Area. We decided that's the place for us. About 6 months after that, 6 months after her 22nd birthday was coming around, and I wanted to do something special, so I decided I was going to have a surprise party. And for me to keep a surprise is pretty hard. Don't ever tell me a surprise if you don't want me to spill the beans. I have a hard time with secrets. And I figured about a month before, I'd invite all her friends and family. We'll make it a shindig. We'll have a potluck, and that way we'll have the best time. And I know that she'd have no idea because I would do my very, very best to keep that secret. In fact, I did such a good job. About a week before, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this to the next level. Let's make it a double surprise. When we first bought our house, like I said, I knew she was the one for me. I actually put a ring on layaway. In fact, I'd been paying on it, and I didn't know when was the right time, so I figured at the birthday party, that's going to be the best time. All her friends and family are already going to be there. About a week before the party, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do to propose. I'd seen, I watched the wedding story things on TV, looked on the internet, nothing. It was all so cheesy. And then it hit me. About an hour before the party, we decided to make a Cribs video. For anybody that doesn't know Cribs, at MTV, it's where a celebrity does a self-guided tour, this is my house, opens up the fridge, where all the magic happens kind of thing, and it's the same. So that's what I did. About an hour before the party, I created a video. Kelly calls me, I'm on my way home, I can't get a hold of any of my friends. I can't get a hold of my mom either, and it's Saturday. That's just not like them. I said, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just here at the house watching a movie with my buddy, and she comes home. When you walk in our entrance, we had a living room. There was balloons everywhere, and she totally missed it. We were all in the kitchen. Surprise! She was terrified because she didn't know what the heck was happening. About halfway through the birthday party, I told you I made a video. So at the end of the video, in Cribs, most people kick everybody out. So I decided to put a twist on it. At the end, instead of kicking everybody out, I faked them out. I waited. I said, okay, now the real reason why I brought you here is because I want you to know how much Kelly means to me. And then I actually proposed on video. So only certain people knew that I made this video. At the end, when we actually were having cake, I invited everyone. We sat around the TV, and I had her chair perfectly positioned right next to the fireplace. I was so nervous, I was sweating bullets. She was sitting here, I was sitting on the edge of the seat. We watched the video, and when everybody kicks everybody out, all of a sudden, I get on TV, and the real reason why I brought you guys here, and then I was like this the whole time. Okay, it's time, I had the ring in my pocket. And all of a sudden, the time come, I popped down on my knee, and it took her literally 20 seconds for her to realize what had just happened. Once it clicked, she was, oh my God, yes! And I was so nervous, I didn't even realize which hand I was supposed to put the ring on. And that's our story of the proposal.
Oh.